Hello and welcome to a Brit Reacts to Bollywood. I am your Brit. Namaste, Assalamu Alaikum, Sat Sri Akal Ji, Vanakkam. All the greetings to you and yours, wherever you are around the world. I am very excited to look at a film with Juhi Chawla and Shah Rukh Khan, but it's not Yes Boss. It's something I've never looked at before, called Phir DIL Hindustani. And I saw a clip of this and looked really funny. And it was interesting because it was in Hindi and then there was like one phrase that Juhi said that was in English and then she was back in Hindi and I was like, wow, I wonder why people jump from one language to another in a bilingual conversation. But it's interesting because it's a Hindi speaking country, but there's loads of languages there, but the Hindi is the main one. So like jumping into English is quite funny for me. This is a beautiful poster. It's so evocative of the 90s. It's got great Shah Rukh Khan there looking heroic, and you've got this scarf billowing from his neck, and you've got what looks like a sort of, either could be interpreted as a scarf or as a green pastoral landscape beneath him there. Quite interesting. And he's got the blue sky with clouds behind him. It looks like he's either a pilot or it looks like a sort of like a flag. It's a curious, beautiful poster, and it's very evocative of the 90s. And the catchline here at the bottom is love, laughter, freedom. And the love is in orange, the laughter is in blue, and the freedom is in green. And I see that the typeface, Phir DIL Hindustani, is in blue as well. The synopsis is rival reporters Ajay and Ria set aside their differences when they uncover a father's devastating story and decide to aid his retribution against a powerful politician. This was from 2000. The film itself, Indian Hindi language satirical film directed by Aziz Mirza and produced by Dreams Unlimited, now known as Red Chillies Entertainment. The title is translated as Yet the Heart is Indian. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So that would be the Indian colours. It stars Shah Rukh Khan, Juhi Chawla, with quite a cast. The film's title is derived from the song Mera Juta Hai Japani from the 1955 film Shri 420. This film marked the debut production venture of Khan, Chawla and Mirza under the production company Dreams Unlimited. I'd say that was a very successful partnership between them all, and Chawla and Khan are a particularly good double act. Shri 420, I remember this. I remember looking at this song about his Japanese shoes, Raj Kapoor, very old film from 1955. He's playing a sort of trampish character similar to Charlie Chaplin, who ironically comes from the same part of South London I come from, Camberwell. It's an interesting world of cross-cultural currents and connections. I just like that. It's so interesting that they're using that Mera Juta Hai Japani for the title of this. I'm so curious about that. There's a sort of sense of national love there. Okay, this is interesting. Two reporters, rivals, competing, they come together to aid somebody in an act of justice, which is a beautiful thing, and it's got the social and political and satirical aspect of they're helping fight corruption against a bad leader, a dodgy politician, which is obviously very important in modern society, as it's ever been. The song is I Am the Best. Nice.
कोई हीरो यहाँ कोई जीरो यहाँ कोई स्टार है कोई बेकार है कोई हीरो यहाँ कोई स्टार है कोई बेकार है मैं तुमसे
funny.
कहूँ है सगे दोस्तों
This is great. There's sort of 60s references here as well as 80s. TV screens, computer, a lot of 90s colours. Great aesthetic, nice cast, great choreography. pure, it's very comic. About social mobility. Love this. Julie, beautiful. It's great. It's the choreography for me. It's every shot is so well planned here. Little Elvis reference there. A lot of Americana here. It's funny, isn't it? He's so good. Yeah. This is such a strange contrast, especially to last week's song with Juhi Chawla, where they had to do a lot of improvisation. That's what it felt like in the setting, in the environment of the town. This is much more choreographed, much more planned. Every shot seems a lot more controlled, and it's very sharp on the movements, on the dance quality aspect to it. It's a different director, Aziz Mirza. And what's also interesting to me, I don't want to labor this point, is how much of it is in English, how much of it is in American culture, how much of it is references to imported modes of behavior and culture and color and aesthetic and clothing. You know, they've got all these dances and things and costumes from basically like Carnaby Street in the 1960s and American ways of dressing and color schemes and fashion with acrylic pieces of set, you know, like a wall of screens, which is a very American kind of 80s mass media phenomenon. It's also worth noting the image with the screens portraying Shah Rukh and other things in the background behind Shah Rukh are a callback potentially to the film Scrooged with Bill Murray from the 80s. Also, the colourful outfit worn by Shah Rukh in one of the costumes for this song is definitely reminiscent of Jack Nicholson as the Joker, Tim Burton's 1989 Batman. Whether these are conscious copies or culturally similar images from the era remains to be seen, but it's an interesting cross-cultural reference here, and I find it fascinating. There's something so curious about it. That period was such a peak of American kind of dominance of global culture. I think the 90s into the 2000s, that was the peak, and you can really see it in what was celebrated in that song, and in terms of them working for a mass media company or a journalist office, and the idea of social climbing and social mobility and social status. It was all quite American. So I was very fascinated to see that. It was a pure platform for Shah Rukh. I mean, it was amazing considering how many people were on that set. And yet it was so focused on Shah Rukh's charm appeal, really. And that goes to show how strong of a performer he is. You could really feel it. His relationship with the camera was just perfect, actually. It was really, really compelling. So I'm very intrigued by that. I don't know what he'd be like on stage, but his magnetism with the camera and even with the rest of the cast was really powerful. I'm going to look at some more songs from this film because it looks like a really curious film. But the idea of news channels in general is a very American imported kind of phenomenon, even in the UK. I want to think about this more, but it's so hard to think about everything 5 minutes after watching it. But it's a real feast for the eyes, and I can tell that the audience would really enjoy it because it's so powerful and adrenaline filled and upbeat. And I'm also curious, they talk about a lot of actors in the West sort of being high on cocaine when performing, and Al Pacino famously did that in Heat. I'm just wondering if Shah Rukh ever did that, because he's got such energy in this and such control over his movements and everything. I'd just be fascinated to see what the history is here. And the song is so catchy. A really powerful number there. It was, to be honest. Abhijeet Bhattacharya. Really, really, really powerful. I love it. But I like that period of the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, because it was culturally such a unique period. And there was such an upbeat sense about everything. All right. I am your Brit reacting to Bollywood. I would love your feedback, your thoughts, your comments, your suggestions. I wish you all a wonderful week. Chin chin. Cheerio.